Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Geek Life. In today's tutorial, we are going to talk about selection sort algorithm in C++. Today, we'll dive deep into how the selection sort works, write the code step by step, and discuss where and why you might use this algorithm. Let's get started. Selection sort is a simple comparison-based sorting algorithm. It divides the list into two parts, the sorted part at the beginning and the unsorted part. Step 1. We start by assuming the first element is the smallest in the unsorted part of the array. Step 2. We then compare this element with the rest of the array to find a smaller element. Step 3. If we find a smaller element, we update our minimum. Step 4. We swap the smallest element with the first element of the unsorted section. Step 5. We then move to the next element and repeat the process until the entire array is sorted. Selection sort works by repeatedly selecting the smallest element from the unsorted part of the array and swapping it with the first unsorted element. Let's walk through an example to see this process in action. Starting with the initial array, we find the smallest element 11 and swap it with the first element. This process is repeated until the entire array is sorted. Let's implement the selection sort algorithm in C++. Here's the complete code for implementing selection sort in C++. We'll break it down into smaller sections to understand each part. Let's start with the selection sort function. First, we define the selection sort function. This function takes two parameters, an integer array ARR and the size of the array n. Its purpose is to sort the array in ascending order. Inside the outer loop, we initialize min index with the current index I. Then, we use an inner loop to find the smallest element in the unsorted part of the array. We compare each element with the element at min index, and if we find a smaller element, we update the min index to that index. In the main function, we initialize an array ARR with some unsorted values. We calculate the number of elements in the array using size of ARR divided by size of ARR 0. Then, we call the selection sort function to sort the array. After sorting, we use the print array function to display the sorted array. When you run this program, it first sorts the array using selection sort and then prints the sorted array. For our example array, we have 64, 25, 12, 22 and 11, and the output will be 11, 12, 22, 25, 64. Showing the array sorted in ascending order. Selection sort has a time complexity of O of n square in all cases, where n is the number of elements in the array. This makes it insufficient for large data sets, but it's simple and useful for small arrays. However, it is not a stable sort, meaning it doesn't maintain the relative order of equal elements. Selection sort is easy to implement and doesn't require additional memory, making it ideal for small datasets. However, its O of n square time complexity makes it impractical for large arrays. Selection sort is often used in scenarios where simplicity is more important than efficiency, such as when sorting small datasets or when memory is limited. It's also a popular algorithm in educational settings where its straightforward implementation helps students grasp the fundamental of sorting. In conclusion, selection sort is a simple but insufficient sorting algorithm that's best used for small datasets. I encourage you to practice implementing it with different datasets to fully grasp its working. While it's not the fastest sorting algorithm, understanding it lays the foundation for learning more complex algorithms. Thank you for watching Tech Geek Life. If you found this tutorial helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more programming tutorials. Feel free to leave any questions or suggestions for future topics in the comments below. Till then, happy coding, happy learning.